Best of 6, best of luck. You may begin when you're ready.
Ready?
I'm also
All
gonna
right.
squish them a tiny
They're
bit.
deafened.
Here we go.
Oh shoot.
Both
They're
volatile
deafened.
users, both students of PEP. PEP, do you have any insight for this match?
Okay, Honk and Space Rat, they are very big sparring partners. They pretty much came as a duo when I chose them. And they pretty much only play together at midnight every day. So, going into this, Space Rat was actually very confident, honestly.
Ooh.
He usually wins in their duels, but who knows? Maybe in a tournament setting, Honk will win.
They're off to the races. Unfortunately, Honk starts by waterboarding himself, almost getting that gentle hand. As a charge stone user, just dashes right into his own wall. That is tragic. The nerves could the nerves already be getting to him? I mean, on half health in the first host round, that is a brutal way to start it.
He fell on the cube there. That's 2 damage that he did not want to take.
Okay, I'm going to just leave the crop in.
Using charge like we expect. Just using it to get through your opponent's structures. Charge
a pillar.
is a force to be reckoned with.
pillar?
The pillar, even though it's by far the worst
for your
earth-bending
earthbending
structure.
structure. I
Oh,
mean,
that
I
hits
heard that
them.
it does have a use in a more the main
It just moves the
expansion.
wall, unfortunately, out of the way to let
We
that
love
ball
Rumble
stick
Gang.
through. I've had that happen to me, except with me, it was with a boulder.
Yeah.
But besides that, the best structure.
Good ground
No,
there.
I'm sorry. Alright, Shell, I'm sorry.
Looks like Space Rat trying to get that chip in, and
Oh,
it
and
gives
that
him
ball
the
First
win.
playing
there.
round by
right
Space Rat.
over. Tragically unfortunate. Space Rat is already off to a seemingly commanding lead.
Yeah.
Ah,
Also,
that was a
think
hit
to know about
combo. That was
Space
something
Rat,
that we didn't see earlier today.
he likes to fly a little bit, so when on his host we might see some.
We do a little flying, a little silly.
Oh, flying.
Did you teach him control flight or flick only?
He already knew control flight actually when he became my
Everyone.
student. He was like 600 BP flying around already.
That
But I
makes
taught
sense.
him some flick only flight.
W.
That's
Hunk
That's awesome
stayed a lot
control
more
flight.
grounded, but with a lot more charge stone.
Despite the overall performance of the last round, Honk is keeping it pretty even.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
Rat,
think
maybe
he's mainly
Space Rat is the
keeping his
endurance
distance
player.
and because he has the charge advantage. Oh,
Oh,
just
there
hit
it
himself
is.
with a wall.
Honk
Yeah.
seems to tend to hit themselves with their own walls. Need to learn how to control that
nervous.
slingshot. The nerves are getting there, but
Also, Bivin, it does.
he trades
that's
himself into a boulder that knocks him back.
Yeah,
into
all
the
of this
cube.
just
That is
Oh, and that's a lot of
a series of
damage.
unfortunate events.
Also, Bivin, it looks like both players are using volatile, so I'm not sure who you're voting for now.
Neither of them are using it the way that Bivin would want them to use it. I don't think it matters.
I taught them Bivin ricochets on the first play sessions we
Oh.
had.
And then
So-
they don't use it.
Remind.
Oh, that
And
ball
they
nearly
promptly
keeps
forgot.
knocking through.
Honk here on 1 HP
Oh,
versus
ooh,
Space
structure
Rat
lock.
full health. The comeback
Structure's
is
getting
real.
locked. That's funny.
Oh, and a deadlock. Or dead launch or whatever.
Deadlock.
Whatever it's called, I don't know.
Space Rat.
Oh, and a hollow
beautiful
Hylian ricochet.
Space Rat takes a client clean 20 HP game.
Is that gonna set the bar for tiebreakers if we ever go into them?
What?
Is that a thing?
Because Space Rat got an ace round? I don't know.
No, that would
I
not
don't
affect the
think so.
tiebreaker, I think.
Okay, I don't know.
I've never heard of that.
Well, I know like aces are worth more than just normal client wins, but I guess it might be like if you.
Where
if
are
you
these
win
rules that
both.
you're pulling from? I've never heard
I
that.
don't know. I
I've
made
never
it the
heard
fuck
anything
up.
about it. And I hosted
Source,
like
I made
3
it the fuck
tournaments.
up.
I don't know.
Ooh, that was a lot of damage.
Anyways,
Yeah, it looks like
Space Rat's post
just-
game, I expect them to be even more dominant. So go for some
Yeah.
aggressive stuff. Let's make something happen.
I think this is very aggressive so far.
Look at
Honk
that.
is just
Yeah, keeping
struggling
up
to
this
summon
very
it
heavy
all.
pace as it starts
Hit
off.
combos
Oh, we've got
and
the-
balls and
Oh,
and the
no.
cube and the wall and the everything. It's just a total annihilation. Oh my god.
Oh, and Honk is not able to parry. This is just brutal.
The 7 people that voted for Space Rat are feeling pretty comfortable right now.
Yeah. I'm fairly sure Honk voted for Space Rat. Or maybe it was the other way around.
I mean, you
Space
know
Rat
what?
voted for
Honk would know.
I respect it.
Maybe
Ooh,
Honk's just maybe
good
Honk has a
anti-air
conflict
there,
of interest here.
interrupted.
Sandbagging just to get the channel points. The most. Oh, that's a lot of
into the
damage.
boulder.
I really do wish more beginners would like focus on boulders. Ooh, that was a nice deflection from Honk.
Yeah, but they only appear in half of the games that you play, and they're pretty, you know,
Yeah, but,
annoying
like-
as it is.
But like the game, I think is kind of the game is kind of focused around the boulders in my opinion. Like, ooh, ball play. You like to see it?
Unpit, yeah.
Like on the wing, it's taking center. On the pit, it's getting the boulders, so you can actually do damage without the opponent running away. Oh, and Space Rat doing some
Because
shuffle
Oh,
if
flush
lift.
by the
barely
wall.
intercepts that, so upsetting. That would
Well,
be
actually,
beautiful.
that was
Oh,
that was
again.
shuffle lift, I think.
A shuffleist that would make Bordeyoshi
Ah.
proud. Wow, it was beautiful.
That's another win for Space Rat.
Yep.
Hun
0-0.
Hun can't seem to stop hitting himself with boulders, unfortunately.
Can't
Yeah.
catch a break.
It is now 2-0 for Space Rat. As we head into game 3.
Oh, a pretzel.
I think Honk just has to step up his game with,
He just has to get good.
yeah, lock in.
He just needs to
That was a
lock in,
bullshit
get
explode from Space Rat. Damn.
good. Yeah.
It's clear that one of these
Exploding
I've
two.
never even seen him do that.
Honk has the clown attire, but Rat has the skill. I guess that's one way to put it.
Yeah, it looks like this is a classic case of, you know, charge versus volatile. Even though they both have volatile, Honk is not using it as much as Space Rat, and the fact that Space Rat's just causing so much disruption, something Bivin would love. Haha, shoeless reference. That disc went flying.
Yeah, I mean, Space Rat doing the right thing
Ooh,
and
bit of
keeping
gentle
distance.
hand there.
Honk,
I guess
I
this
don't
really
think
is a
he's doing the
Bivin
wrong
versus
thing.
shoeless mini match.
Honk is probably also doing the right thing, keeping distance, but he's not using Charge Stone well enough to be able to capitalize on it.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to do with this sort of pressure, and he's wasting his charge on lighter structures like the pillar, which is by far the worst earthbending structure.
No.
And he's not sending fast enough chip, I don't think. He's just been sending regular
Space Rat
discs.
showing brilliantly
Yeah,
how
he
to
just
not
keeps
hit
his
yourself with a
distance,
structure that he's
stays
picked up.
far away, and just hopes
Yeah,
for the
and
best.
doesn't hit himself with a wall. He's probably gonna be good.
And he stay close to like the outside walls, which means he hits himself with boulders
Yeah.
every so often.
oh,
Great.
and he
Honk
got-
can maybe get big hits
Oh,
with
and
Charge.
he's not
That
being
is true, it's
situational
possible.
aware. Oh, but he does get the hit
But
with
yeah,
that
his
wall.
playstyle works well with volatile charge, but it's all
He's
about
not
the
being-
execution. Is he going to be able to actually take advantage of it?
I feel like he should also use more hit combos because Space Rat's just barely able to react to these grounded charge stuff. Even on
Yeah, lack
fire.
of volatile use lack of real volatile use on both sides, but I mean it's what we
Is
expected.
he gonna break the border? He is. Let's see what he's gonna do. I think they're using volatile, just not in a like, what's the word? Conscious way.
An
They're just kind of
intentional way,
slapping
yeah,
it on
conscious.
structures.
Yeah, which is a good way to use it. I mean, anything that you put volatile on immediately becomes more dangerous.
Yeah, but I love when people like consciously take action that they know will work out. Whereas, just doing stuff for the sake of doing it. It looks like Honk is on 1 HP, and it doesn't look like Space Rat wants to finish him with a wall. Oh, but he does get him with his
Good
own
explode
wall.
That's
there.
technically an explode ricochet by the bare minimum requirements.
Yeah. Something exploded and it ricocheted. This might be a 4-0 sweep. Just looking at the matchup here. Space Rat is just better equipped at this.
Space Rat
Specifically.
showing excellent prowess.
Oh,
Don't
don't
do
get
it,
hit!
stun.
Don't get hit by that border, Honk.
Oh.
Oh, that was Space Rat. Okay.
Oh, what is this
Technically,
move?
there I don't remember
Ooh,
exactly
he's
what
setting
the
up like
an
previous
explode.
ricochet
Oh.
delay, but I think it
Bivin,
technically
they set
counts.
up an explode ricochet,
I don't know if I'd say that.
and
but
he looked
there was
away.
An explosion, and it technically ricocheted.
Yeah.
It was an explode cube straight that hit a wall, and then the wall hit
Ooh, bit
Honk,
of gentle hand
which
there.
is technically.
I'm honestly not sure who to watch here. I've been mostly watching Honk. Ooh,
Yeah, same.
nice spawning. Like, oh, and he missed the charge. It's unfortunate.
Space Rat has showed some impressive promise with use of discs and ball straight like that.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
wasn't
that chip
a-
damage is really throwing
specifically
off
a
Honk.
ricochet. It was more like a
Explode trap,
payload.
fine. You are the expert.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like Honk is just getting bodied by all these
1
projectiles.
HP again.
And it looks like Space Rat just might finish it with a disc or a ball. Yep, there
Oh,
it is.
no mercy.
And that's a 3-0 for Space Rat.
Space Rat seems like a very all-around player, choosing to use structures of all sizes except Pillar because it's by far the worst VR earthbending structure.
Ooh.
But
I mean, I heard that it has a use in a move called Domain Expansion. Just, you know.
Space Rat does have really good balance in all areas of play. He can use volatile charge, he can fly, and he uses
He
chip
can fly.
damage as well as.
Speaking of fly, switching to Voliflow.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wait, wasn't
Maybe he's feeling more confident, and he
What
wants
was his
to
stone
go for
choice
some
before? I know it was
stuff.
volatile something.
It was Volatile Stubborn.
Oh yeah, stubborn, right. Stubborn I think is a very good like choice for him, but it might be because he's
Oh, look at him.
He's trying to do
Get the
some more
jump.
Controlled flight.
left-handed jump, which is kind of interesting.
Yep. It always messes with me when I see people do left-handed poses. I'm like, oh
Because
yeah,
the,
I guess you can do
the
it that
left-handed people don't exist. No, the
they don't.
Yeah, because for controlled
It's
flight,
more
you pretty
like-
much have to use a.
way. Yeah, it's more
Not
like
really.
when
I
like people use
left-handed
hands.
hold and left.
Oh, good
handed
We're
parry.
close quarters. What's happening?
Oh,
Oh, both of
oh
them.
no! Oh, that's a
The
lot of
boulder and the
damage.
cube and the everything.
Oh,
and the
that's a
fire
lot
and
of
the flame
damage.
And the brimstone.
That's
and
a lot of
Honk is at
damage.
3 HP. Honk was in the green, and Honk is now at 3 HP.
Yeah, Rat is totally smurfing.
That's smurfing. Oh, yep, that's too fast. I mean,
Oh,
Rat has
but
shown
the
some promise
balls.
in
Oh
defensive
no,
areas,
some
but
of
that's
the
just
wall.
too fast.
Anything
Ball
but a
flight.
pillar. That's the worst
Really
earth
cool
bending structure.
finisher.
Oh, and the flick finisher.
Beautiful.
With the ball. That kind of feels disrespectful to me.
It was. I think this might be a
On his old
4-0.
sparring partner
Unless
as well.
we get like the comeback that Mystical had, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, Mithril.
Oh!
Okay, that's something.
Yep. That
Honk
happens.
has won a client round.
It happens. That
It's
is
possible.
a
If
client's round.
Honk
possible.
wins the next round, and then the next game, and then the next
And
game,
then the next game.
and then the next game, he would win.
More importantly, that
It'll
is
be
a
a tie,
client round
and then we
for
go
Honk,
tiebreaker.
so that
Yeah,
is-
yeah, but the
It will
Myth will
not
come
be
back.
a
It could be
0-0
real.
complete sweep.
Well, no. If he
It's
wins,
possible.
wait, no, it wouldn't be a
Honk
client.
believers,
Yeah, it would be
there is a
tiebreakers.
chance.
All right, so Space
I
Rat is
messed
now
up. I
playing
messed up Honk with
significantly
Space
more
Rat. I was like,
competitive.
why is Honk playing so much more aggressively now? And
Yeah.
because he wasn't.
Space Rat is playing much less. I don't know if freely is the right word, but he's not doing any more memes.
Yeah, Space Rat does not want to throw another round. He wants that 6-0.
Oh,
We're
what is
ball
this? jump?
trading until the end of time. Missing 2 of the 3 hits in that combo is
Yeah,
trapped.
Kick
Oh,
up a-
ball straight to the head.
yeah. It looks like he's playing very
Space Rat-
fundamentalist meta.
Yeah.
Honk
look at that.
appearing to try to
Hasn't
get
gone once in
closer
the
to
air.
being on client with a ranged advantaged stone.
And
very
he's still just
interesting
getting
choice he's
outpaced
making.
by the volatile. Space Rat is
He's
just
getting absolutely
locking
pinned into
on
the
with these
corner.
balls. Oh, watch out for the
Next
boulder
to a
behind you,
boulder
Honk.
again. Careful. Okay.
Ooh, okay. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Double straight. I think the nerves are getting to Honk.
Can't blame him. This is. It's hard to not feel the nerves when you're down this much.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
the
he
That
range
was
missed
a
the
denial.
fantastic.
All he had to
That
do
was
was straight
great,
that
man.
cube, and that was free
That was
damage.
so cool.
Space Rat's water farming.
Oh, it goes
Oh,
back for
more
flight.
flight, more flight.
Looks like he hasn't
Go off the
learned his
map.
lesson.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll see
he's
the
going down.
Oh, to the boulder.
Oh, the boulder, and that's it.
Which means
4-0
Space Rat
to
will
2
win
to
this
0-1.
matchup.
Well, we'll let them finish up the
Hunt.
final 2. We'll let them finish up the final 2 games, so we just have a complete score. But the game has been decided, or the match has been decided. It is Space Rat who is moving on to fight.
So do you want to end the prediction?
I don't think they know they.
Well,
got
I'm not
their
gonna end the
roast.
prediction.
Yeah, they don't
We'll do
know
that
that
at
they
the
got
end of
their
stream.
roast too. Let me undefend them real quick.
Wait, why are we undeafening?
Oh wait, never mind. Okay. The fist bump.
Pillar
Good
hitters in the mic.
sportsmanship.
We're not pillar haters. We're just slop enjoyers.
Ball slap.
I
Oh,
think
Honk,
Honk had
the
already
classic
come to
hit
peace
yourself.
before the
Please
match
do not call it
started.
ball slop.
Ball slopped.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We have like a relatively PG rating to uphold. I think.
Yeah, I did not. Yeah, that makes sense. I did not think about the words before I said it.
It's like the move Sparrow was talking about earlier today.
Yeah, okay, we don't have to talk about that either. We don't talk about Sparrow's moves.
I hope not.
Pillar. The pillar again!
The pillar stopped the cube.
Oh my gosh.
Pillar, yes.
He might be by far the best via earthbending structure.
Well,
but it
you
does
know
still
what?
have
That is one thing about the pillar. When you hit yourself with it, it doesn't do as much damage as the
Yeah.
wall.
That's true.
True.
The pillars, but that was domain expansion. It was
was
domain
very
expansion
brief
backwards,
domain
but it was still domain expansion.
Yep. And Space Rat immediately
This is gonna be a
capitalizes
6-0 to
and
0-1.
It looks like it.
At least I get to go to bed early.
I just woke up for this.
Why yeah. Canada. You guys don't celebrate 4th of July, so you don't have the fireworks all day.
Yeah, I just
You're
celebrated
going on
1st
the
of July and
Honk immediately. Alright,
24th of
Canada
July.
Day!
Yeah.
And what's more to
Oh,
say?
oh,
Honk
no,
another
that's like
boulder,
half
I mean,
his
this is...
That's 9 damage, I think, 10 damage. Yeah, I've done my math right.
Yeah.
10 damage.
I don't know who I voted for. Am I winning? Are you winning?
Probably not.
You are winning. Yes, good job. You voted right.
Oh, okay. Good job. It does look like the BP difference mostly speaks for itself. Space Rat's about 600 BP more.
Only, like, this does not feel like a 600 BP difference.
Yeah, this
but
is
I
not
mean,
a 600 BP difference, but it does. It is
when you
a
look at it
difference.
more as a percentage difference, it's a little bit more significant.
Yeah. The
We
thing
also
I think
could- we also
Honk
could
only
see the-
mostly played with Space Rat.
Yeah, we could also see the
Yeah, he
match
doesn't have much
info,
other
and
experience.
it's like 41 to 17, so it's
Yeah.
not
So
exactly.
maybe that could have given a couple of hints. How was the playtime dip? Sure, we'll ask them that. Why not?
We'll ask him that. Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
guessing it's like 150-ish for Space Rat, and maybe like 80, 100 to 100-ish for Honk.
Sure, that's not unreasonable. All right. Final game. Space Rat is host. Let's make it happen. Let's get another
the
clap.
last one. I forgot about that one.
Yep.
Surely Honk gets one, I believe.
Space Rat has. I mean, Honk is finishing this off on client, so it'd be very impressive.
Yeah. The only win Honk's gotten is when Space Rat flew off the map.
Very
It's
funny.
kind of sad.
I think that's how frequently they play around. Look, we can only ask
that
them
was a
so
dead
many
stop there.
questions, all right? Yep. Space Rat appearing to go for a no frills kind of game, keeping distance,
Aside from the
keeping
flight
pace.
before.
Well, for this game, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
How many
How about
times?
how
an
many
aggressive
times
mount
have
and
I
just
done that?
landed and stole Honk's wall.
I
Unfortunately,
think
I don't
Honk's
think
probably
we
got
have the ball.
Space Rat beat there with Pillar because
The
you know
true
Pillar is by far
measure
the
of
worst via
skill.
structure. But you know, what's the word? Like
Oh, that boulder.
Honk uses
very
it a lot
cool.
more for
Good
chambering and
slingshot.
charge stuff, whereas Space Rat really
Space Rat's
never
been talking
uses
a lot
it.
about slingshots.
Honk hiding behind that boulder.
I mean, it's good that they're playing around the borders now. Like I've said it before, this is what defines the game on the pitch.
2 HP. Let's see it.
And is he gonna finish with the boulder?
What?
Oh, just barely.
Good dodge.
And with a ball,
Ball,
and the
there
ball
we go.
gets it.
That's gonna end it.
Guys, I think Honk lost.
No,
You think?
he can still come back.
Yeah. The comeback. We
believe-
can go to tiebreakers.
Even though there's no tie to
He
break.
just has to win 5
Space Rat
games
just got hit by a
in this
boulder.
single game.
Oh, that was a
I believe-
great RTS.
Wow.
Bivin, you can host an in memoriam. I'm not staying up past this. I'm too tired.
Oh,
Hi, Peanut.
Hey, Peanut. This game is going great.
Hey, you've only been live for like,
Hello,
what-
Peanut.
I have the thing here. You've only been live for like 40 minutes, which means I can go to bed soon.
I will be out of here so soon. I can go to bed.
Yeah.
This has been very sad for me.
I mean, hey, your student won, okay?
I won, guys! Yay!
Yep. I mean, this has been a lot of Honk hitting themselves with walls.
Yeah,
They
and of
knocked
course
the
the pillar,
boulders.
which we all know is by far the worst, the worst
Yep.
structure in VO Earthbending. I keep on forgetting the order.
Ooh, good explode there. That might have just
Pep,
saved
why
it.
did you-
Oh, Space Rat
Oh.
unfortunately got into a
Oh,
wall.
no.
but Honk
And
makes
Honk
up
just
for
hits
it.
himself with another wall. I mean, why not?
Pep, why did you
Oh,
not?
inter-
Why did you not
No.
phrase the short as the worst VO Earthbending structure, not the worst structure in VO Earthbending? Like,
Well, you see. Oh, GG's the Space Rat. He's gonna win here.
Yep.
oh, he did.
I-
Oh, I
He's
know
gonna
that
take the
is.
6-0 down.
I will unmute deafen them.
So this was kind of
GG's,
Welcome back.
guys.
slugfest.
That was heartbreaking.
Yep, Pep is in shambles.
Oh no.
He's also very happy that his student won, but he's also
Yeah,
depressed
congrats,
that his student
Space
lost.
Rat.
Good matches, Honk. If you had more
Good
time
matches.
though, like between the move, like that would have been it.
Yeah.
You seen more practice.
Pep, do you want to give your feedback? Because you know these two people the best.
So I have some good feedback. Stop hitting
I'm
your
gonna
phone.
be honest, I barely did anything because
Oh,
both
okay.
me and them were like super busy. We only really got like one training session.
Oof.
Well, I'm happy that I've seen their progress, man.
Also,
They're
Toby,
both
you
You
should
should
do
have led with
payouts.
that.
You should do payouts
Uh,
for prediction.
Oh, right,
Hopefully I can spar with Space Rat at least one more time before the next round
Yeah.
because he's gonna be playing against. Who?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had an emergency.
Probably
set.
someone hard to beat.
Yeah.
They'll be playing against
Uh,
next. I think it's Brains.
Dr.
Yeah, Dr. Brains.
Go
That's
But,
gonna be
yeah.
one match.
Lots of
Uh,
unfortunate like self hits by Honk, which were very sad every single time he ran
Oh,
into
yeah.
a boulder. It hurt
it's
so
tragic.
much.
Tragic.
And hitting
It's
yourself with wall and wall
Yep,
and wall
yep.
and wall.
so sad.
I mean, Space Rat did get a very good, like, fundamentals meta game. Like, a very well-rounded thing. Although, he did launch himself off the map with flight once.
That was incredible.
It was very funny.
That was
He
great.
tries to go
Mordios
fly,
would
he
be
dies
so
once,
proud.
then immediately went back. To
I
the
know.
style.
I was
Truly
like,
the
alright.
spirit of Flick.
That's what you
Launching
don't do in
yourself through the
tournaments.
pit walls out of the map.
I do want to ask on the behalf of chat,
Vivian specifically.
yeah, and Bivin, because he's been watching and he's been the one
What is the
that's shedding
playtime
most.
difference?
Yes. So,
Don't
how
know.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
you can check in
Let's see, I can check
TVR
for you.
because, I mean, I made a prediction and I think it was reasonable, but you know, I want to see how that holds up.
Like my playtime, I have 88 hours.
5,000 to the Space Rat betters.
I have 99. I have more hours than Rat.
Wow, that is
Tragic. Yeah.
Wow.
not what I was
You know?
expecting
Wow,
at
I bet
all.
you feel really like dumb right now, compared.
I bet you feel fantastic right now.
Hey, this
I-
just
well,
means that
any-
you're gonna have to train harder for the next fight.
Were
that
any
we
of
have.
those hours like AFK, or is it all just?
Oh, certainly a lot of them were, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, because of the crazy time I play, for like probably the first 50 hours I played, I couldn't get matches because it's like
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
3
That's
a.m.
normal.
to 5 a.m.
Mm.
EST is crazy.
Right.
Go to AU, you're fine. They like.
Yeah.
You can only
Yeah, nothing
practice
like
on their own
500 ping in this game. It's
Yeah.
really good.